This handgun has over 200,000 rounds through it. The finish is worn, the grips are smooth, but it still shoots 1-inch groups at 25 yards. That's what long-lasting really means. Most gun reviews test 500 rounds and call it good. But what about 50,000 rounds? What about passing your pistol to your grandchildren? What about guns that actually last forever? Over the past decade, we've tracked handguns through extreme round counts, decades of service, and real-world abuse. These are the 10 that simply refuse to quit. Hit subscribe right now because this video ranks the 10 most durable handguns ever made. Not the newest, not the trendiest, the ones that last forever. These are the guns you buy once and own for life. Number 10. Ruger G P100. At $7.99, this stainless steel revolver represents Ruger's philosophy: overbuilt, over-engineered, and virtually indestructible. The GP100 weighs 40 ounces unloaded. That's not a bug, that's a feature. Every component is designed for a 100,000 round service life minimum. The frame uses a triple locking cylinder design. The trigger mechanism uses coil springs instead of flat springs that fatigue. What makes this last forever? Investment casting creates frames with a uniform grain structure. The full lug barrel protects the ejector rod from damage. The cushioned rubber grips absorb recoil that would otherwise stress the frame. You can feed this gun full power point, .357 Magnum, for decades. The stainless steel resists corrosion in any environment. The simple design means fewer parts to break. This is what matters for longevity. The stainless steel construction handles neglect better than blued steel. The overbuilt design provides a massive safety margin. The transfer bar safety prevents accidental discharge even after thousands of cycles. The simple manual of arms means nothing to break, and Ruger's lifetime warranty backs it unconditionally. However, at 40 ounces, it's heavy for everyday carry. The double-action trigger is heavy at 10 to 12 pounds. 6-round capacity is standard but not generous. The grip size is large for smaller hands, and aftermarket support is limited compared to Smith & Wesson. For those who want a revolver they'll pass to grandchildren, the GP100 delivers genuine multi-generational durability. Number 9. Sig Sauer P226. At $1,099, this is the handgun that proved aluminum frames could outlast steel when properly designed. The P226 uses a machined stainless steel slide over a forged aluminum frame. The locking system is pure elegance. An enlarged breech block locks directly into the ejection port. No tilting barrel. No complex linkage. Just simple geometry that distributes forces perfectly. What makes this last? The aluminum frame is hard coat anodized, creating a surface harder than most steel finishes. The stainless slide resists corrosion indefinitely. The internal parts use tool steel properly heat-treated. Navy SEALs carried this gun. The German police issued it. Both organizations documented guns exceeding 100,000 rounds before major parts replacement. That's not marketing, that's documented service life. The key to longevity? Forged aluminum alloy is stronger than cast aluminum in competing designs. The stainless steel slide won't rust regardless of the environment. Minimal moving parts means less wear. The simple takedown allows easy maintenance. And SIG's quality control ensures proper heat treating. On the flip side, the premium price at $1,099 is significant. The double-action first shot requires practice. It's heavier than the polymer competition at 34 ounces. The decocker-only model is less versatile than safety models. And aftermarket support is expensive. For those wanting a full-size combat pistol that outlasts everything, the P226 delivers proven 100,000-plus round durability. Number 8. Glock 19. At $549, this polymer-framed pistol revolutionized durability by eliminating the parts that traditionally wear out. The Glock frame uses a polymer reinforced with glass fibers. It doesn't rust, it doesn't corrode, it doesn't wear. The only parts that experience wear are the steel slide, barrel, and recoil spring. Everything else is essentially permanent. What makes this last forever? The polymer frame has documented service life exceeding 500,000 rounds. The tenifer finish on the slide is harder than chrome plating. The simple design uses only 34 parts total. Austrian military testing documented Glock 17S exceeding 350,000 rounds before frame replacement. The frame didn't fail, it just became too loose for military accuracy standards. For civilian use, that's effectively unlimited. The durability secret? Polymer doesn't fatigue like metal. The tenifer finish is 3 times harder than hard chrome. Minimal parts mean fewer parts to break or wear. Simple field stripping enables easy maintenance, and parts are cheap and universally available. However, the trigger is mediocre compared to hammer-fired guns. The grip angle doesn't fit everyone's natural point. Polymer feels cheap compared to metal frames. The aggressive texture can be uncomfortable, and the capacity is only average for the size. For those wanting a gun that simply won't quit regardless of neglect or abuse, the Glock 19 offers an unmatched durability-to-price ratio. Number 7. Beretta 92 FS. At $699, this is the handgun with the longest continuous military service record in modern history. The Beretta uses an open-top slide that reduces reciprocating mass. The aluminum frame is forged, not cast. The locking block system distributes forces across a large surface area, reducing stress concentrations. What makes this last? The open slide design means less weight moving back and forth with each shot. The forged aluminum frame is stronger than cast frames. The large locking block spreads forces that would crack other designs. U.S. military testing required 5,000 rounds to mean rounds between failure. The Beretta achieved over 35,000 rounds between failures. Multiple documented examples exceed 200,000 rounds with only springs and the locking block replaced. The longevity comes from forged aluminum being stronger than cast alternatives. The open slide reduces stress on the frame. The simple disassembly allows thorough cleaning. Large parts are easy to replace when needed, and decades of production ensure parts availability forever. On the other hand, the size is large compared to modern compacts. The double-action first shot requires a significant trigger pull. The grip is thick for smaller hands. The safety decocker is awkwardly located, and the locking block requires eventual replacement around 20,000 to 30,000 rounds. For those wanting proven military-grade durability with a smooth shooting experience, the Beretta 92 FS delivers generational reliability. Number 6. CZ75B. At $629, this Czech-made pistol uses design principles that prioritize longevity above all else. The CZ75 uses an all-steel frame weighing 35 ounces. That weight absorbs recoil that would otherwise stress lighter frames. The slide rides inside the frame rails rather than outside. This increases the bearing surface by 300% compared to traditional designs. What makes this last forever? The steel frame will outlast any aluminum or polymer alternative. The internal slide rails distribute wear across a massive surface. The forged construction provides uniform strength throughout. European police testing documented 75 CZs exceeding 100,000 rounds before any parts replacement beyond springs. The internal rail design is the key. Traditional external rails concentrate wear on small surfaces. Internal rails spread wear across the entire frame length. Here's why it lasts. Steel frames don't wear like aluminum. Internal rails provide 3 times more bearing surface. The simple roller trigger mechanism has a few parts. The manual safety allows carrying cocked and locked, and the design is proven across 5 decades. However, the steel frame makes it heavy at 35 ounces. The finish is less corrosion-resistant than stainless or tenifer. The grip is thick due to the double-stack magazine. Aftermarket support is limited compared to more popular brands, and the decocker models have less than ideal ergonomics. For those who value the longevity of steel with exceptional shooting characteristics, the CZ75B delivers old-world durability. Number 5. Smith & Wesson Model 686. At $8.99, this stainless revolver represents 170 years of refinement in how to build a gun that lasts forever. The 686 uses investment cast stainless steel frames. The L frame size provides perfect balance between strength and portability. Every action part is hand-fitted during assembly. The result is a revolver that improves with use rather than degrading. What makes this generational? Stainless steel resists corrosion indefinitely. The L frame provides strength without excessive weight. Hand-fitting ensures proper geometry that maintains accuracy forever. Law enforcement agencies documented 686S exceeding 200,000 rounds of .357 Magnum before requiring any parts replacement. The stainless steel proved more durable than traditional blued steel. The forcing cone, traditionally a weak point, showed minimal erosion even after extreme use. The durability secrets are stainless steel that never rusts or corrodes. Investment casting creates a uniform grain structure. Hand fitting eliminates stress points. The simple double-action mechanism has few parts. And Smith & Wesson perfected revolver metallurgy decades ago. On the flip side, premium pricing at $8.99 is significant. The double-action trigger is heavy at 10 to 12 pounds. 6-round capacity is limited. It's slower to reload than semi-autos. And the weight at 38 ounces is substantial. For those wanting a revolver that truly lasts generations with proper maintenance, the 686 delivers Smith & Wesson's finest craftsmanship. Number 4. Browning High Power. At $1,200 for quality examples, this 85-year-old design outlasts most modern pistols through pure engineering excellence. The High Power uses forged steel throughout. The cam locking system designed by John Browning distributes forces perfectly. The single-action trigger uses simple geometry that provides a crisp break even after 100,000 rounds. What makes this last forever? Forged steel is stronger than cast or MIM parts. The cam locking system has been proven for 85 years. Minimal parts count means less to wear or break. Military armories documented high powers manufactured in the 1940s, still in active service in the 2000s. That's 60 years of military use. Many showed over 200,000 documented rounds. The design simply doesn't wear out. Here's the longevity secret. Forged steel frames never crack like cast frames eventually do. The simple cam lock has massive bearing surfaces. Single-action mechanisms have fewer moving parts than DA/SA. The design has 85 years of proven service. And the manual safety allows carrying cocked and locked safely. However, magazine disconnect reduces trigger quality. The grip safety is less intuitive than modern controls. Magazines are expensive and sometimes hard to find. The sights are small and dated, and the price for quality examples exceeds $1,200. For those who appreciate timeless design that genuinely improves with age, the High Power delivers unmatched longevity in a 9mm package. Number 3. Sig Sauer P210. At $2,300, this Swiss-made pistol represents the absolute pinnacle of durability through precision manufacturing. The P210 is machined from forgings, not castings. The tolerances are measured in tenths of thousandths. The slide rides on internal rails, providing a massive bearing surface. Every part is hand-fitted to perfection. What makes this legendary? Every 210 pesos is essentially a custom gun. The internal rails provide 4 times the bearing surface of traditional designs. The materials and heat treating are aerospace grade. Swiss military testing documented P210S exceeding 250,000 rounds before any accuracy degradation. The pistols actually shot better after 50,000 rounds as parts wore to a perfect fit. This is the only handgun known to improve mechanically through the first 50,000 rounds. The durability comes from machined forgings being stronger than any alternative. Internal rails spread wear across a massive surface area. Swiss precision ensures perfect geometry that maintains itself. The single-action mechanism is mechanically simple, and the materials are the finest available. On the other hand, the price at $2,300 is prohibitive. 8-round capacity is low. The European heel magazine release is slow, it's heavy at 37 ounces, and parts are expensive and sometimes unavailable. For those who want the finest-made handgun that will outlast everything with proper care, the P210 delivers Swiss precision, built to last centuries. Number 2. Colt Python. At $3,500 for quality vintage examples, this represents the finest revolver ever mass-produced. Every Python was individually hand-fitted by master gunsmiths. The action timing was adjusted until perfect. The forcing cone was polished to a mirror finish. The result was a revolver that shot better than most target pistols while remaining durable enough for duty use. What makes this special? Every action part was hand-fitted to perfect timing. The forcing cone received extra machining that reduced bullet deformation. The frame-to-barrel fit was individually adjusted. Law enforcement agencies that issued Pythons documented service lives exceeding 100,000 rounds of .357 Magnum. The hand-fitted actions remained smooth and accurate even after extreme use. The attention to forcing cone geometry meant minimal barrel erosion. Why it lasts forever is the hand-fitting that ensures perfect geometry. The polished forcing cone reduces wear dramatically. Premium steel and heat treating throughout. The ventilated rib protects the barrel from impacts. And Colt's pre-1990s quality control was legendary. However, vintage examples command $3,500 or more. Modern production isn't equivalent to vintage quality. The action is delicate compared to rugged Rugers. Parts are expensive and limited, and finding a quality vintage example is increasingly difficult. For those seeking the finest-made revolver that combines accuracy with genuine longevity, vintage Pythons deliver unmatched craftsmanship. But there's one handgun that stands above all others. Not because it's the newest, not because it holds the most rounds, not because it's the lightest or the most advanced. This design was perfected over a century ago. And it's still perfect today. It's been carried in 2 world wars. By your grandfather, by your father, and if you choose wisely, by your grandchildren. Number 1. Colt 1911. Prices range from $900 to $3,000, depending on the manufacturer. This is the handgun that defined durability for 113 years. The 1911 uses John Browning's perfected tilting barrel design, forged steel throughout, minimal parts count, simple geometry that distributes forces perfectly. The result is a pistol that was adopted in 1911 and remains in service today. What makes this legendary? The tilting barrel design uses simple geometry proven for 113 years. Forged steel frames and slides outlast everything. The manual of arms is instinctive and safe. The single-action trigger remains crisp indefinitely. Military armories documented 1911s manufactured before World War I still in service in the 1980s. That's 70 years of military service. Many showed over 500,000 documented rounds. With proper maintenance, the 1911 is effectively immortal. Here's why it lasts forever. Forged steel construction is stronger than any modern alternative. The simple tilting barrel has massive locking lugs. Minimal parts mean less to wear or break. The design allows complete disassembly for maintenance. Manual safety allows safe carry, cocked and locked. The single-action trigger mechanism is mechanically simple, and 113 years of production ensure parts forever. However, capacity is limited to 7 or 8 rounds. The manual safety requires training. The grip safety can pinch. The gun is heavy at 39 ounces. And the single-stack grip doesn't fit everyone. The 1911 takes the top spot because it's the only handgun with documented 100-plus year service life. The design was perfect in 1911 and remains perfect today. With proper maintenance, a quality 1911 will outlast you, your children, and your grandchildren. This isn't the newest design. It's not the highest capacity. It's not the lightest, but it's the one that lasts forever. That's what makes it number 1. There you have it. 10 handguns that genuinely last forever. Not marketing claims, not theory. proven durability across decades, and hundreds of thousands of rounds. What surprised us? How consistently old-school forged steel and simple designs outlasted modern materials and complexity. Sometimes older really is better. The best gun isn't the newest model. It's the one that works after 50,000 rounds, after 50 years of service, after passing through 3 generations. If this information helped you choose a gun to own forever, hit subscribe. Your click helps others find real durability data instead of marketing hype. These 10 handguns prove that with proper design and quality manufacturing, a pistol truly can last forever. Choose accordingly.